Disney magic begins with a spark. Imagination. Vision. Heart. Tonight, we honor the legends behind the magic.
And now please welcome the CEO of the Walt Disney Company, Josh D'Amaro.
How's everybody doing? Has it been a good weekend? Well, thank you all for being here today, and to everyone joining us from home on Disney+. It is wonderful to be with you, the best fans in the world, as we come together to honor this year's Disney Legends. For more than a century, Disney stories have endured time because they tap into something timeless. Our stories spark wonder, they inspire imagination and create connections that span generations. And thanks to the extraordinary talent behind them, they continue to push the boundaries of creativity and innovation, open new worlds, and show us what's possible. Today, we're here to celebrate 11 remarkable people who have helped bring these stories to life and shape Disney into what it is today. The Disney Legends Award, it is the highest honor that our company can bestow. And since it was first established nearly 4 decades ago, more than 300 legends have been honored for the profound impact that they've had on Disney. This year's class of legends includes storytellers who have created unforgettable films and characters, songwriters whose work has become part of the soundtrack of our lives, performers who have inspired audiences all around the globe, visionaries who have brought new dimensions to Disney storytelling and experiences, pioneers who have helped shape the world of sports and entertainment, and leaders whose vision transformed this company and helped define its future. Individually, their backgrounds each look very different, but collectively, they all have one thing in common. They represent the very best of Disney. Their creativity, innovation, excellence, and deep commitment to bringing joy to people around the world has made them the stuff of legend. And recognizing them alongside the fans who love their work is what makes this event so meaningful. Now, to help us celebrate these exceptional individuals, we have a legend in his own right. Please join me in welcoming back the host of this year's Disney Legends ceremony, Ryan Seacrest.
Hello, everybody! Nice to see y'all. Josh, thank you for that warm welcome. Nice to have you with us today. It is such an honor to be here with you as your host. And like everyone in the room and millions of people watching around the world, I'm mostly here as a lifelong Disney fan. This was the beginning, right there. Over 30 years and counting. That was my first unofficial Disney TV job right there. We are one community united by pixie dust and the timeless stories that have become part of our lives. There aren't many places where we can come together to celebrate the magic of Disney. And this night is all the more special because in each and every one of you are with us. This is Disney's biggest celebration, and we are so glad you're all here to be a part of it. This tradition is about honoring the people who make the Disney dream our reality, the people behind the magic, who create the moments that become memories we cherish in our hearts forever. They brought us joy, laughter, and unleashed our wildest imaginations. Tonight, we celebrate them and the wonder they've inspired in all of us. This night is about the people who created the magic and the fans who keep it alive. Welcome to Disney Legends. the celebration started, we have an incredible actress and producer who you all know and love as the voice of Moana. Please welcome the enchanting Ali'i Kavalio.
There are songwriters who write great songs. And then there's Lin-Manuel Miranda. Somehow, he doesn't just write music, he writes masterpieces. But what makes Lin truly special isn't just the music he creates, it's the generosity in his creativity. I've been lucky enough to experience that generosity. What I can't believe has been a decade now with Lin trusting me to sing his genius songs. He has an extraordinary gift, and on top of all that, he gives the best hugs. And I don't know what detergent or cologne you use, but keep it coming. He's soft. Share your secrets, okay? But seriously, you are one of the defining musical storytellers of my generation. Building on the legacy of the greats before you, like Alan Menken, Howard Ashman, and Tim Rice, your curiosity, your joy, your belief that the best stories aren't just heard, they are shared. That is your magic. And that's what makes you a legend.
It's a legacy. People were screaming for his song. It was the Beatles.
Emmy, Grammy, Tony, and Pulitzer Prize winning songwriting ball of fire. Musical genius.
From Hamilton to Moana and Encanto, he has created so many memorable and meaningful songs. Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Lin-Manuel Miranda. It's really exciting working with Lin. He's fearless.
Lin has a way of creating stuff that invites people in.
I always wanted it, brother.
Lin's writing is brilliant.
We don't talk about Bruno.
He brings such a fun energy.
The music in The Little Mermaid, like I'm getting chills just thinking about it. The songs really do transcend the film itself.
I'll never forget, he said, let's go change the world.
He's the phenom of this century.
Please welcome Jordan Fisher.
Let's say you're watching a movie and you hear a song that's groovy, that's a little bit of Disney magic from him. When you are out on a legend, you are lifted by a legend, that's a little bit of Disney magic from him. Might be lion cubs or mermaids, maybe Star Wars needs a tune, an enchanted house for Mickey Mouse. Then you bet that pretty soon he'll show why he's such a whiz. He keeps composing songs for Disney. Time to celebrate the guy, so let's begin with the Disney magic from Lin.
Beyond the last house, there's a place I know. It calls me in that kingdom, the
satisfied. Noodle says it looks like rain. This is not a game. So that's my brain. Just you wait. Married in a hurricane. In the eye of a hurricane there is. We don't talk about Bruno. No, no, no. We don't talk about Bruno.
Honestly, I can go on and on. I can explain every natural phenomenon. The tide, the grass, the ground. All that was now we just messing around. If it's a fight you're trying to doubt, you can't win it out of the time. In Washington isn't gonna listen to discipline. This is the difference. Just get it out. I'm just an ordinary city guy. It must be nice. It must be nice to have a dear big God on your side.
Pasan sus noches y madrugadas llenas de hambre, siguen andando y navegando un mundo que cambia y sigue cambiando. Passing on to you, we'll give the world to you and you'll blow us all away. Las mariposas no se aguanten más, hay que crecer aparte y volver hacia donde será. Son milagros, rompiendo crisalinas, hay que volar, hay que encontrar su propio futuro. I am king, but no one will break my stride, break my stride. My brother, when I'm king, you'll always take my side.
Yeah, right.
That's right. When I am the king, you are king. My brother, I'll break, they run away, but they can't hide.
Lin, you have always been a legend in my book, but today we make it official. I am so honored to welcome you into one of Disney's greatest traditions as our newest Disney legend!
Look at this stuff. Isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think my collection's complete? Wouldn't you think I'm the girl who has everything? Look at this cove, D23. All of these tributes and even Audi. Watching that montage, you think, sure, he's got everything. He's got Tonys and Grammys aplenty. Written many a musical score, wrote Moana and Bruno and Peggy. So who cares? What's his deal? What's it for? Why do I ride like a running tail? I want to be where the people are. Write songs like Mencken and Howard Ashman. Watching the kids sing along to the songs on that screen. I was that kid, just a bit bizarre. Singing along with my plushie Sebastian. Playing my Casio keyboard along with each scene. I was just 9 by my TV. Learning each line's under the sea, praying each night. The music I'd write would be part of your world. How am I here, getting to cheer near Susan Egan? Thank Tom McDougal, somehow he knew I'd be okay. Years before fans, he took a chance, hiring this antsy unknown Puerto Rican. From mi casa to Mufasa to today, and now here I stand full of gratitude, grateful for each human animator. Bringing our music to life with the magic they do. And I'm grateful for you, for believing in me. You see that line where the sky meets the sea? God, what a time. Grateful that I'm part of your world. Thank you so much.
An absolute genius. Congratulations, Lin. From Juilliard and Broadway to realms hidden deep within our imagination, this actor brings characters to life with equal parts humor and heart. He's been in every Disney animated movie since 2012, and he's become known around the studio as a good luck charm. Based on that alone, I'd argue he is one of the most famous voices in the business.
To Julia.
Please welcome my friend and co-star, Tudyk.
Are you talking about me?
Yes, sir.
much voice work that people may not even be aware of.
There's the cop in my cap.
What was your favorite or most memorable voice acting role?
King Candy. Hello, my loyal subjects!
We just wanted to be able to keep working with him, and he became our Duke of Weaseltown.
Weaselton. Duke of Weaselton. It's Weaselton. Duke Weaselton.
Who says the industry's going down the tubes?
They splitting me buried treasure with you.
Alan would always be throwing in random lines that would always make us laugh.
Doesn't sound so bad to me.
I've done a lot of robot smash. Well, okay.
He's also our good luck charm at Disney Animation.
That's right.
He can do anything.
I cannot swim.
Please put your hands together for Jennifer Goodwin. Some actors disappear into a role, and some are Alan Tudyk, an entire universe of characters. He's played kings and dukes, robots and roosters, weasels, pirates, villains, heroes, and somehow every single one feels completely original and unique. He has voiced over 25 Disney characters. And at this point, I'm honestly starting to think Walt just left a note somewhere that says, "When in doubt, call Alan." I am in awe of Alan's vast range. Each character is a masterclass in brave exploration rooted in something deeply human. They each have their own heart, their own rhythm, their own wonderful and totally weird personality, and that is an absolute gift. Whether he's a duke or a king, a bootlegging weasel, or a gloriously confused rooster, he is a remarkable talent. Alan, over the years, you have quietly and humbly become one of the most beloved and versatile performers in the Disney family. So today, it is our turn to celebrate the man behind so many unforgettable voices. Please join me in welcoming our newest Disney legend, Alan Tudyk.
Thank you. Thank you very much. This is amazing. Having voiced so many animated characters, I have an opportunity to meet a lot of young people and a lot of children. And they look at me the same way with that pure betrayal. That look that says, "You are a liar. You, sir, are a fraud." Because their parents have just pointed to me and they've said, "Hey, look, it's King Candy." And the kids are looking around me and behind me for King Candy. And it's until I say, "Have some candy!" And, you know, and I'll stick you in my function if you don't. And that they light up and I see the world that Disney has created in their eyes, beaming right at me. And I have to tell the story this just happened a couple of months ago. I was invited to go to a charity event for pediatric cancer. So I met a lot of young people. It was a beautiful event, but a lot of young people there. And there was this girl who was like 7 or 8, beautiful girl, and she arms folded, glaring at me because her parents had just said, "Hey, it's Hey Hey," and she's like, "Nuh-uh, not Hey Hey." And she had a picture of Hey Hey that she wanted signed, and I put "Bacaulk" on it, which is his catchphrase, and but I drew it out, and I
okay. And she stopped standing still. She couldn't stand still anymore. It was like there was a laugh moving around in her. The more I did it, the more she moved until she was laughing and clapping as I'm screaming my head off. And there was a pediatrician who called me over. He said, I've got to show you something. He said, all the kids, we let them paint the ceiling tile above their beds so that they can see what their joy, the thing that makes them happiest. And he went through picture after picture. Hey, 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 hey. Now, I did not create Hey Hey. I added to Hey Hey. My contribution was small. It is a team of brilliant people here at Disney. But I get to be the ambassador of so much joy. And it is incredible. I am a... I mean, this award is fantastic, but I'm a surrogate of love, which, fun fact, was a soft jazz album from Lin-Manuel Miranda back in '93. Surrogate of Love, not his best work. I don't... But I've been given so much. This is so much more, and I just want to say thank you very much.
You know, one of the most magical things about Disney is that you can actually step inside the stories that you love. You can walk down Main Street, sail with pirates, explore haunted mansions, fly through galaxies far, far away. Places that began as someone's imagination become places where families make memories they'll treasure forever. That's the magic of Disney Imagineering. They don't just build attractions, they create wonder. And for decades, our next Disney legend has been one of the extraordinary people making that wonder possible. Carrying forward Walt Disney's belief that imagination should be something you can see, hear, touch, and experience together. Millions of guests may not know her name, but they have felt her work, and generations of families have made memories because of it. Her name is Kim Irvine.
Pirates of the Caribbean, The Jungle Cruise, Fairs of America, It's a Small World, The Tiki Room,
Sleeping Beauty's castle.
For over 50 years, Kim Irvine has created magic.
protected the legacy, and carried us forward into the future of Imagineering. Kim was born and bred Disney. Her father, Harvey Toombs, and her mother, Leota, both worked at the Disney studio.
She started out working in the model shop and very quickly absorbed the culture of Imagineering.
And in 1979, Kim was asked to start a permanent Imagineering team here at Disneyland.
Kim really followed Walt Disney in really looking at the details.
As the executive creative director of Walt Disney Imagineering, Kim has worked on thousands of projects.
Kim was fabulous at looking forward while honoring the past, but there's no better one than the Haunted Mansion.
Kim's mom is the face of the original Madame Leota.
So when we had to change the incantations for the Nightmare Holiday show, it was only natural to have Kim step into that role.
I think in the future, guests will still experience her legacy when they see how much has been preserved from Walt's original dream and also what has changed.
Kim is Disneyland. She has been the caretaker. She's been the visionary.
Even if you didn't know her name, when you come through this place and you make those memories, you will always feel Kim Irvine. When you're at Disneyland, you won't.
Please welcome Disney legend, Lin-Manuel.
As someone who has been fortunate to be part of so many wonderful Disney stories and worlds, It brings me great joy to celebrate someone else whose work spans the entire Disney universe. Kim Irvine pushed the Disney legacy of excellence in storytelling into a new era, inspiring generations of storytellers to follow in her footsteps. Recently, I had the pleasure to meet Kim, and I was curious what it was like for someone to grow up with parents who worked for Walt Disney himself, and to grow up saturated with everything Disney. Look, I'm a mom, so I know that most kids don't always think mommy or daddy do for a living is, cool or interesting. So I had to ask him, was there ever a point where you just got sick of Disney? Her eyes lit up, and with a big smile, she answered, never. I think we all feel that way, right? Kim, thanks to your vision, your leadership, and most of all, your love of Disney, you have given park lovers new attractions to look forward to with each visit. We are eternally grateful to you for pouring so much passion into the happiest place on earth, where we all get to play. Now, as the emperor once said, you don't meet a girl like that every dynasty. I'm honored to present this award to you and to welcome you as a Disney legend.
Thank you so much. See, I was so excited I came up too early. Oh, can you believe this? Can you believe these people that we're here with today? Just incredible. I'm so overwhelmed. In 1970, when I started my career, it was then Web Enterprises. I was only going to work for the summer. See how that worked out. And all of the original Imagineers were still working there at Disney. Mark Davis and Mary Blair, John Hench, all of our favorites, Claude Coates. And they worked right along with us in the model shop. Web was pretty small at that time, and they had their own offices, of course, but they loved to come down in the big model shop where we actually brought all their drawings and dreams to life. So we sit around big tables and work on the models or paintings, and they tell us all the stories about working with Walt and the building of Disneyland, all the tribal knowledge about what it took to create those wonderful attractions that we're still loving today. So when they asked me in 1990 to lead a team of Imagineers down at Disneyland to take care of their firstborn park, which they didn't want to fall behind, I was so honored with that and so happy to have done that for all of these years. I really want to thank the Disneyland, my brothers and sisters there, because they are really the ones that make that magic happen every day. The operations people who work round the clock to make thousands of people through that park the merchandise people that have to plan years ahead of time what you're going to want to buy and drink and eat. And that amazing, amazing maintenance department that we have who has all the skills to take care of the animation, the keeping those buildings looking pristine, planting all those planters. Every night, if you were ever there in the evening and saw the army of gardeners that are out there replanting those gardens every night so that it's pristine for you in the morning. I'm just so grateful for those people. I also want to thank, I also want to thank my Imagineering team, both past and present. They're an amazing group of people. We started with 2 of us, and we're a team of about 50 people now. And they are absolutely the best. And of course, my family, who has lived all of this with me for all of these years, my husband Rob, my daughter Emily, and my daughter Allie. Of course, my grandson Rylan and my granddaughter Leona. So thank you so much for being such amazing fans. John Hansch used to tell me often when he would come down, we'd walk the park and he'd point out all of these things, and we'd walk for hours. And he came down until he was in his late 80s, early 90s. And after we'd walk the park for a few hours, he'd say, "Let's go on Space Mountain." Okay. So we'd go and we'd ride around once, and I'd be worried because, you know, that's a rough ride for someone in their 90s. And we'd get to the end and he'd go, "I want to go again." So I'd look at the ride operator and go, she'd go, "Are you sure?" Yeah, he's good. He's good. So anyways, thank you so much. Oh, and what he used to say always was, remember, the guests own this park. We just take care of it for you. Thank you.
I think we've all said that. I want to go again and again and again. Now, when I first met these legends 20 years ago, windows in the studio where I was interviewing them were all foggy from the screaming fans on the other side. And they still scream for me. That's the moment I knew these guys were going to be around for a long time. A lot has changed since then, but one thing has remained the same. Their fans still scream everywhere they go. Their music has become the soundtrack to a generation. Their story has grown up alongside their fans, and through it all, they've remained exactly what they were from the very beginning. 3 brothers who genuinely love making music.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jonas Brothers!
Jonas Brothers. Hi, we're the Jonas Brothers. Don't say it. I'm reading. Oh, okay.
Welcome to the Jonas family household. This is our life.
The multi-platinum selling Jonas Brothers, they have rocked our world for 2 decades.
You're a rock star, dude. Use it.
In 1 week, they had 3 albums in the top 10.
It's the type of music that has become the soundtrack of friendships, heartbreaks, and everything in between.
One of the most popular music acts in the business.
Exactly where we're supposed to be.
way you communicate with each other without even saying a word, you know, that telepathic thing that you guys got going on. Whew. You know, since the early days in your basement in New Jersey to this very moment, there is a genuine love and friendship between you guys that has never changed. Now, I am extremely humbled and inspired by it because you guys make working together look so easy and, most importantly, so much fun. I mean, it's a huge part of the reason why fans around the globe know every single lyric to every single song, including my son, who runs around screaming, "I can't lose!" Does that boy mean it, so thank you for that. Your bond, the bond of your brotherhood, is something that makes us all feel like we are a part of your extended family. Now, I know how much you mean to your fans and how much they mean to you. Tonight, there are thousands of them here, but there are millions more who wish that they could be. So, congratulations, friends. I'm so happy to welcome you as Disney legends.
Thank you, Vanessa. Thank you, everybody. Thank God we didn't take that Nickelodeon deal.
Our Disney story began as many great fairy tales do, with us getting dropped by a record label. Luckily, Disney heard something in us that they didn't. They started playing the Year 3000 music video on the channel.
And somehow, the next thing we knew, we were making shows, movies, and touring around the world.
Good job. But our connection to Disney began before any of that. True story. I watched The Beauty and the Beast so many times, my first words were Gaston.
And one of my first jobs on the stage was playing Chip the Teacup in Beauty and the Beast on Broadway.
And I have seen them both.
When we think about what it means to be Disney legends, we think about hard work, determination, timing, a little bit of luck, of course. And one more thing, absolute loyalty to the mouse.
But mostly we just think about family.
To our parents, thank you for believing in our dreams and moving across the country to help us chase them. We see all that you sacrificed to make this possible, and now that we are all parents, we see it in a whole new light. You are the reason we're here today. We love you.
You took them off? Okay. To our management, our band, our crew, our collaborators, and our friends, thank you for being there and believing in us. We didn't believe in ourselves. We couldn't have done it without you guys.
And to our wives and our kids, thank you for loving the versions of us who exist offstage. The husbands, the dads, it's the most important part we will ever play. Thank you.
And to Bob Iger, who we've always considered family, which is how we hope he sees us when he does his estate planning as well. Forgot there was more. Bob took a chance on us when we first came to Disney 20 years ago, and he welcomed us back. Years later, we got the band back together.
And last but certainly not least, to our incredible fans, thank you for letting us be a part of your childhood and growing up alongside you all these years. You gave 3 brothers from New Jersey a life beyond anything we could have imagined. We are so grateful.
Disney taught us that music can bring people together, stories can make people feel seen, and a little bit of magic can turn something impossible into something real.
We are so unbelievably proud to join this extraordinary class of legends. You're all amazing and incredible, and we are truly honored.
And to our great-great-great-grandchildren, we're doing just fine.
Susan Egan, star of Broadway and film.
She's an actress, director, she's a masterful storyteller.
The ultimate professional.
Incredibly talented in all directions.
The godparent of our new ship, Susan Egan.
Susan was our very first Belle on Broadway, and she was amazing.
She walked in to sing, and we were sold. The audiences fell in love with her. We were creating a piece of Broadway history for Disney. It was a magical experience.
My friends call me Meg.
Meg was a little different than any other Disney heroine.
I'm a damsel. I'm in distress.
It was hard to picture Belle as Meg.
I tie my own sandals and everything.
She nailed it. She captured every aspect of Meg.
And Susan's Disney story is still unfolding. She's created productions for Disney concerts, Disney parks, Disney Cruise Line.
She's performed more than 350 concerts in over 20 countries.
As a producer and director, Susan's investing in the legacy, the next generation of performers, and uplifting all of us that surround her.
She has such a way of connecting with people, bringing theatre to many guests for the very first time.
Susan's legacy is not just what she's done, it's what she continues to build for other artists around the world.
And now with a very special performance from Disney on Broadway, please welcome four women who followed in Susan's footsteps and played the iconic role of Belle in Disney's Beauty and the Beast the musical. Ashley Brown, Ann Sanders, Anna Lisa Vanderpool, and currently starring as Belle, Kira Bell Johnson.
Unexpectedly
much of the groundwork for how Belle came to exist live on stage. I was really intimidated, but she could not have been a more gracious, grounded, and disarming person. On top of the comedy and heart and beautiful vocals, there's this wonderful person who loves to create and collaborate with other people. It's given me a wonderful example to follow. Someone who's so connected with themselves and yet able to be fully present in every room. You have already inspired a couple generations of young women, and there is no end in sight. Tonight, we have some of those young women here with us. They are huge fans, and they are so excited to honor you. Please welcome, performing I Won't Say I'm in Love from Hercules. Put your hands together for Cat's Eye.
Susan, you are such an inspiration.
Thank you so much for bringing Belle to Broadway.
And for bringing Megara into our lives. We are honored to welcome you as a Disney legend.
You know, if Beauty and the Beast had simply been my Broadway debut, that would have been dream come true enough. But it was also a welcome into this family that has always allowed me the space to evolve and grow. I mean, right off the bat, I got to jump from stage Belle to screen Meg, from wide-eyed wonder to side-eyed sarcasm, which, if you know me, tracks. I spent 25 years working for nearly every division of this company as an actress and performer, and the last 7 years as an executive producer in partnership with Disney Concerts, Disney Cruise Line, Disney Vacation Club, and more. this award humbling because I am on daily video calls with the finest creatives, executives, technicians, and artists in the industry, all of whom work tirelessly day in and day out to create that hard-won Disney magic. And they do it without the spotlight that is being gifted to me today. And so I share this with each and every one of them. You have my heart and my gratitude. You know who you are. And of course, I mean, we get to do all of this because of the most incredible fandom in the universe. And so I love seeing so many of your beautiful faces here today at the Honda Center. I'm honored to get to play just a small role in Walt's legacy. I thank my brilliant parents and friends for their support all through the years. I am eternally grateful to my producing partner and pal, Adam J. Levy, who surfs the chaos with me. I am grateful to God, whose mysterious hands are in all. And of course, to my husband, Robert, and my daughters, Nina and Isla, whose love is the greatest gift I will ever know. You are the legends in my life. Thank you.
Now, long before I was a member of the family, I was a huge fan of Disney stories. And I'm so glad I get to share those stories like Beauty and the Beast and Hercules with my little niece, Flora. We love binging Disney movies together. Hi, Flora. Thanks for watching. The legacy of great storytelling is present in everything that Disney does. And nowhere is that more apparent than at ESPN, thanks to our next Disney legend. Here to honor him is a Hall of Famer who has won 3 Super Bowls and the hearts of millions of football fans, especially those from San Francisco. Please put your hands together for NFL icon Steve Young.
When it comes to sports commentating, this next legend redefined a whole era. He brought a unique brand of humor and joy to the profession that had never been seen before. And once the world was introduced to his creative wordplay, the game was changed forever.
On October 2nd, 1979, they put me in water and they said, swim.
That these dolphins have a real porpoise in mind for Sunday.
If there is a Mount Rushmore for ESPN, he is on Mount Rushmore.
Welcome to NFL Prime Time. It's a football.
It was always fun if you had a good game to see what Boomer was going to say.
And he could go all the way.
Chris Berman, saying your name, and if you were lucky enough to give you one of those nicknames.
Ricky Running Rockets. Gatron Man's Big.
And sometimes it wasn't really verbiage. It was just sounds. And everybody knew exactly what he meant.
He became the most famous sportscaster in the country. There are a few instances where you know you witness history at the ballpark. This is one of them.
But you've let us in your home, and you wanted to hear what we had to say? That's actually my right to stay.
After 15 years of playing pro football and being interviewed by Boomer, it was my turn to get behind the mic. Making the transition from player to sitting at the desk at ESPN can be pretty intimidating. I mean, I'd taken hits from 6'5", 300-pound linemen, but staring down the barrel of that camera somehow felt more menacing. It took everything I said so seriously, and I felt a tremendous pressure to live up to the standard that had been set before me. Boomer, in his infinite wisdom, saw me overthinking it, trying to be perfect. He pulled me to the side and said, "Steve, don't worry about it. Whatever you said, it's on its way to Pluto." And that's when it clicked. It's the authenticity that really counts. He had already provided the playbook with the the stories, a genuine love for sports, and those unforgettable nicknames and catchphrases. I'm forever grateful for your advice, and most of all, Boomer, your signature Boomerisms, with my all-time favorite being, he could go all the way! It's been an honor of a lifetime to share the desk with you for 22 years at ESPN. I'm so proud to welcome you as a Disney legend. You've come all the way. Come up here, Boomer.
That's a Hall of Fame quarterback. My God. Thank you, Steve. I thought this was a Ducks home game. I had no idea we were doing all this. This is amazing. Hey, go ahead. Make all the sounds that Steve didn't make. Just do it. I guess the first legend long ago was Fred McMurray, all right? I know that's predating a few of you. I looked down the list. By the way, I look at our class of 2026. Whoa. But I look at, like I said, Fred McMurray, Julie Andrews, Elton John, Barbara Walters, Angela Lansbury, Dick Van Dyke, Harrison Ford, Billy Crystal. I'm in the wrong room. I'm sorry, I gotta go. It wouldn't be me if I didn't thank the man that presented, gave us the award first, Bob I of the Iger. I had to do it. By the time it came for him to present it, he's one of us. What happened to you? And your successor, Josh, I'm gonna try it. We've had some great todays, but here's the even better tomorrows, all right? I didn't even have beer, I had it anyway. Look, ESPN started in 1979. I was 24 years old, like many of the folks here that started so young in what they were doing. By the way, we didn't have prompters, so I'm going old school. I'm sorry. I'm not going to sing like Lin, but I'm going to do it anyway. I mean, cable TV, would it make it? Maybe. I don't know. 79, 80, 81. We were Lewis and Clark. We knew there was a Pacific. We just didn't know where the hell it was, and we just tried to go that way, and occasionally that way, and occasionally that way. And all right, Steve, we did go all the way. Who knew? But 47 years later, ESPN is what it is. I'm still with them. That beat a lot of odds. It's an amazing story. I stand on the thousands of people there or long gone from us who share in this moniker of legend. I mean, believe me, we had some people whose names you will never know, and I cannot ever thank them enough. They're here with me now. I accept this on behalf of all of them. I remember in 1997, Michael Eisner, right after Disney purchased ABC Cap Cities, he made sure that he came to Bristol, Connecticut. That's where we're located, bucolic Bristol. And he wanted to speak of all of us. And he said, you guys need to understand the reason, one of the biggest reasons we purchased ABC Cap Cities was ESPN. We were 2/3 sold on it. But very quickly thereafter, we realized Disney, who tells stories? Who tells it to people of all shapes and sizes better than Disney? Nobody. And so what Disney was able to show us, sometimes maybe actually showing us, or sometimes just kind of giving us a little clue. Well, that's what we're in the business for. We're sports. We're telling stories. They're not necessarily scripts. It's a blank canvas every day when we go to work. But we're telling stories. So it took us very little time to realize what he had said was a perfect marriage. The beauty is in sports, and I've found, as I wrap up, we're supposed to go 2 minutes, my producers are laughing because they know I can't go younger than 4. And I'm already at 5.5, sorry. But I saved 2 timeouts, if that's okay. The thing I've learned more than anything else about being in the sports arena is just what I tried to say, is that no matter male or female, old or young, rich or poor, I don't care what the color of your skin is, we can have the same discussion today on last night's game. I can't believe they didn't go for it on 4th down, all right? It's just, sports is a melting pot, and it's real, and it's the best thing that this job has given me. I would like to thank my late wife, Kathy, for allowing me to pursue my dreams. And my kids, 40 and 39, Meredith and Doug, for allowing me the same thing. And Doug's wife, Claire, and my little grandson, Kit, thanks for letting me stay young. I appreciate it. All right, 2 quotes. One, if you know me, you know I'm going rock and roll. All right? Eddie Money. And I'm not going to sing. We have the Jonas brothers to do that. I want to go back and do it all over. I can't go back. I know. That's quote 1. This one might ring a little louder and resonate a little louder with everybody. It was said by a fellow named, you might have heard of him, Walt Disney. Still getting cheers. You see, that's a legend right there. Growing old is mandatory. But not growing up is optional.
You will always remember this as the day that you almost caught Captain Jack Sparrow.
You're gonna steal the Declaration of Independence. Welcome to the Rock.
Don't let anyone take me out of the water, no matter what.
God help you if you're wrong. If I'm wrong, then we're at war. God help us all.
A date which will live in infamy.
We all gotta die, right? And the guy who gets to do it saving the world.
You best start believing in ghost stories. You're in one.
Please welcome Orlando Bloom.
Where is he? There he is. Hi, Jerry. After we finished Pirates, Jerry sent me a very expensive bottle of champagne with a note that said, "To toast when it passes the $1 billion mark." I framed the note, it's still hanging in my home. The champagne, of course, well, that didn't make the night. But as we know, the film made multiple billions. And
And I've always loved that story because it says so much about Jerry. He believed, he knew, long before the rest of us did. That's because, in addition to being passionate and brilliant, Jerry, you simply do not miss. You have this remarkable gift for building worlds that forever live in our hearts. You've expanded our imaginations by transporting us into stories that become part of culture. And your eye for talent? Unmatched, if I do say so myself. You assemble these casts that blend together with such chemistry that allows audiences to get lost in your characters and in your worlds. Jerry, you took a chance on me at a moment in my life when everything was moving very fast. Pirates changed my life, and you were a huge part of that. But what means even more to me is that over 20 years later, you're still in my life. I know I can always count on you for advice when needed, encouragement if I'm doubting myself, and always with that wonderfully calm, Jerry way of making it seem like everything's just gonna work out. You've created some of the biggest movies in history, but behind all of the success is an incredibly loyal, generous man and husband who remembers the people he came up with and shows up for them when it matters most. I'm very fortunate to be one of your actors. I'm even more fortunate to call you a friend. You're a one-off, Jerry. You really are. You deserve every accolade and all of our respect. Congratulations, and welcome to the wonderful world of Disney legends.
Thank you, Orlando. What a great actor and a great friend. I'm so fortunate he came here tonight to introduce me. But I'm thrilled to be here in front of you because you are the fans that go see our films. What a great show they're putting on tonight, the Disney Company. They're amazing. And I'm really humbled to be a part of this year's class. When I think about all the past classes, it's just amazing that I'm standing here in front of you. But I'm only here because of the great writers, the great directors, the great actors, the crews, the people in my company, Chad Oman, Melissa Reed, and John Campbell, who make this all possible. But there are two legends in my life. That's my wife, Linda, and my daughter, Alex. Because they encourage me and help me get through the tough days, to entertain you. You're why we make these movies. You're here tonight because of what we put on the screens, and you support what we do. And nobody does it better than the Disney Company, the way they promote their films, market their films, distribute their films. They become worldwide phenomenons. And they make the world a better place, which it really needs. Thank you, the Disney Company, for this great accolade.
Please put your hands together for the Chief Creative Officer of Walt Disney Animation Studios, Jared Bush.
also know that it was in fact also started by the people who created that mouse, Walt Disney and his fellow artists and storytellers. All of them pioneers in a new art form called animation. And in the century since, thousands of artists have entered the doors of Disney animation to pick up that pencil or breathe life into that pixel in order to tell a timeless story. And tonight, it is my most sincere privilege to honor one of the greatest artists to ever pick up a pencil, Eric Goldberg. Okay, since he was a little boy watching cartoons and Walt Disney on television, he knew he wanted to be an artist. As a young man, Eric was a successful animator, leading his own company when Disney approached him to consider animating a character for a project in development. That project was Aladdin. And that character was the genie. The combination of Eric's joyful, playful, and fearless animation with the talents of Robin Williams created one of the most iconic animated characters of all time. Not a bad way to start your Disney career. From there, Eric animated Phil and Hercules, Louis the Alligator, and The Princess and the Frog. He directed Pocahontas, as well as the Carnival of Animals and Rhapsody in Blue sequences in Fantasia 2000. He created pencil on paper Minnie Maui for Moana. That's right. And as head of hand-drawn animation, he has celebrated some of our studio's greatest characters in the incredible 100th anniversary short, Once Upon a Studio. And there's more in the Oscar-nominated Get a Horse. Through his work, he keeps the legacy of Disney's history alive and has created a body of work that is a legacy unto itself. Starting with his very first Disney character, the Genie, his work was legendary. Today, he becomes a Disney legend.
Eric Goldberg is a legendary animator.
He still draws on paper with a pencil. You see all that beautiful line work, and it comes to life right in front of you.
Seeing Eric freaking Goldberg flip a scene. Magic.
Eric is an animation rock star.
He is as iconic as his animation is. He is sort of a classic Disney character himself.
Disney is in his DNA.
I have walked in on Eric while he's giggling over something that he's drawing. He's enjoying what he does, and you can see it in the work.
Louis the Alligator, Phil, the Genie.
All that humor, all that charm.
And it was so different, so fresh, that we were going, oh my God. He did it with the Genie, and he continues to do it today.
Mentoring the next generation.
His love of the history of animation, of the craft.
He has touched so many of our films.
He has such a great sense of entertainment.
That's why Eric is more than just an animator. He's a filmmaker.
Master of their craft.
He's always been a legend, but of course now it's official.
Legend Eric
being a traditional hand-drawn animator. I work from paper. This is indeed an honor, and probably the most important one I will receive in my lifetime. Not that I'm going anywhere. I have a zillion people I would like to thank, but for time I've cut it down to 1 million. Thank you to the Disney Legends Committee who saw fit to include me this year. Thanks to Ron Clements and John Nusker, who brought me to Disney in the first place and trusted me so much on the projects we worked on together. I mean, people's jaws still drop when I tell them that the Genie was my first Disney gig. Talk about landing on your feet. Thanks to my wonderful family, my wonderful daughters, Jenny and Rachel, and my amazing wife, Susan, all of whom are fantastic, unique artists in their own right, and for their undying support for my nutball love affair with animation lo these many years. Thanks to Dorothy McKim, our great producer and creative legacy, who always has my back, and I'm not sure I wish that on anybody. Her experience and wisdom never fail to lift me up and encourage me. And thanks to Walt for perfecting a medium that gave a guy like me such inspiration and the opportunity to help carry on his enduring legacy. When you believe an elephant can fly, a puppet can be a real boy, and a mouse can take the world by storm, the sky's the limit. People have asked me recently what it feels like to become a wrong studio. Anyway, people have asked me recently what it feels like to become a Disney legend. It is very humbling to be part of a rarefied group that includes so many people I've admired for so long. Mary Blair, Frank Thomas, Ollie Johnston, Mark and Alice Davis, Ward Kimball, Freddie Moore, Ken O'Connor, Joe Grant, Bernie Matheson, Robin Williams, well, that's pretty amazing company for me to keep. Thank you, one and all.
This is so fun tonight. At age 17, our next legend made her big screen debut with a performance that launched her career and solidified her status as an icon. 25 years later, she's one of the most in-demand actresses in Hollywood, delivering three-dimensional characters with every role she takes. She's a force on screen, a masterful storyteller, and the true definition of a legend.
This and this and give you
Me? A princess? Shut up!
Beg your pardon? Annie is divine.
Can you please spell Gabbana? Guess not.
Right now with Annie Hathaway, and when you're working with actors at this caliber, they just consistently surprise you in the best possible way.
She can dance, she can sing, she's romantic.
Whoa, hi, what are you doing?
It's been wonderful watching you grow up, and you have just turned into this fabulous actress.
She combines Tudyk and Harper Marx. She has the ability to fall down. Annie's a movie star.
such thing as overexposure. I met Annie Hathaway for the first time at Nathan Owls in Beverly Hills. She was 21 and already a movie star. Charming, luminous, and wise. Perfect to play Andy Sachs in The Devil Wears Prada. But the studio had other ideas. Thank God for Meryl Streep, since we're talking about legends here today. She saw Andy's performance in Brokeback Mountain and said, yeah, this girl. Game recognizes game. When you look back at her performance in Prada, it all looks so effortless. But no actor ever worked harder. One day, I found her crouched in the corner wearing headphones, tears in her eyes. What are you listening to, I asked. Madame Butterfly, she said. Madame Butterfly, the tragic opera? You do realize this is a comedy. But she was right. By leaning into the pain, she added real emotional depth. When you feel Andy's pain, it's easier to root for her, to love her, to laugh with her. In the 20 years since that first Prada, Annie's grown into a creative powerhouse, a leader on set with razor-sharp instincts and strong convictions. Sigh. She's also become a global icon, won an Oscar, become a wife to Adam, and a mother to Johnny and Jack, and a player to be named later. The expectations for a Prada sequel were mighty daunting, so of course we said yes. The opportunity to work together again with family was just too compelling. And once again, Annie made us laugh, gave us permission to cry, and reminded us of the hero that lives inside everyone. And she's doing it 5 times this year for anyone who's counting at home. Annie, you're one of the special ones, and right now, one of our mutual heroes who loves a quick cameo has a special message just for you.
Hello everyone, it's a thrill to introduce Anne Hathaway for this award. She's known for so many impressive performances. It's hard to single out just one, but I suppose that I should call out this year's blockbuster sequel, in which she ingeniously outmaneuvers a hostile tech takeover in order to ensure the future of a certain fashion magazine. Thank you so much for that, Anne. Over the years, I've gotten to know Anne as an ideal front row companion, as well as the perfect theater date. But I recently had a chance to do a small comedy routine with her at the Oscars, which I confess was a little like stepping onto the dance floor with Fred Astaire. Fortunately, Anne made it incredibly easy for me, which is something she seems to do for everyone at every time. There is so much to admire about Anne. Her work ethic, her talent, her versatility, but most of all, it's her kindness that is so impressive. She just filmed a video at the Vogue offices and instantly became fast friends with every single person she came into contact with, from fashion editors to video interns to the barista at the company cafe. And yes, Anne Hathaway can sing sensationally, she can dance divinely, and is an amazing, amazing actress. But she is also a devoted mother, a loving wife, and the very best of friends. No one deserves the Disney Legend Award more than you, Anne. Congratulations, all my congratulations, and all my love.
Anna Winter, everyone. The devil also wears sunglasses. It's a tough act to follow, so I'll wrap this up by saying, Annie, I'm in awe of your grace, your courage, and how in over 25 years in this business, you still believe in the magic. Thank you for sharing your light with the world. We love you. We're so proud to welcome you as a Disney legend.
remain one of the smartest, kindest, most extraordinary friends. Thank you. I'm humbled and overwhelmed in this room. Thank you so much. But David, you were one of the most extraordinary friends I have ever made through this job. I loved so much. And I couldn't be more honored to have you here. And thanks for bringing Anna. Oh my gosh, you guys. Thank you. Whoever just went, yes! You get it. You get it. Right on cue, Johnny. My children are here today. One of them, if you can't tell, is on stage with me right now. And one of my kids asked me yesterday when we were having a magical day in the park, led by our brilliant cast member, Maddie. Thank you, Maddie. They said, Mom, how do you become a Disney legend? And I said, you get lucky. I am here today because I am one of the most insanely lucky people in the world. How lucky am I that I was born into a family where acting, storytelling, and imagination were valued and celebrated, and my parents are here. So I just want to say, Mom and Dad, thank you so much for everything. How lucky am I that my first studio picture ever starred perhaps the greatest Disney legend of all time, the incomparable Julie Andrews. And from the time I met her at the first read-through of The Princess Diaries, she showed me that kindness, patience, friendliness, graciousness, good humor, and hard work were an unbeatable combination. And that little princess film that we made together became my first Disney classic, and her 27th. I'm so lucky that Gary Marshall chose me to be Mia Thermopolis. I'm so lucky Deborah Martin Chase and Whitney Houston decided to produce the movie that changed my life. And I am so lucky that I still have the same manager, Susan Bimel, who booked me the audition for what was then called The Princess of Tribeca. I mean, the luck, it just goes on and on. I am so lucky that my first film led to so many opportunities when I was still so young, getting a job that a million girls would kill for in The Devil Wears Prada. You know? Pretty good. I got to be with Stanley Tucci. I got to be with Emily Blunt. I got to be with, what's her name? Meryl. I got to be a part of the cast that created music together that the world is still singing along to, directed impeccably, of course, by David Frankel. I have gotten to spend my life so far doing what I love, having so many adventures along the way, knowing joy and valuing the extraordinary good fortune that allows me to share my life with my greatest blessing, a family I couldn't love more. Adam, who makes my foot pop. Johnny, Jack, and whatever we're gonna call you. You have made my life better, funnier, more exciting, and more magical than any film. And as cool as all this is, just us being us is where I'm happiest. There are so many more people to thank, especially Josh D'Amaro, Alan Bergman, David Greenbaum, Dana Walden, Bob Iger, who oversaw a lot of my time. In fact, just so many people at Disney. In fact, like legit, every single person, from parks and hotel employees worldwide, to the studio employees in Burbank, to the dancers on cruise ships, to the chefs who made my kids the Mickey waffles that they can't get enough of, to the ushers here today. I hope you all know that the reason being a Disney legend means something is because you bring the magic to the real world every single day. So thank you so much.
best part of being a Disney legend and the true source of the luck that brought me here. Thank you to you. Every single one of you. Oh, just be patient. You're gonna find out in like 5 minutes. Every single one of you who has graced me with your time and has bought a ticket to a film or a project of mine has kept my lucky streak going for 3 decades. And I wouldn't be here on this stage in this beautiful, rare moment without you. I'm so grateful to you. Thank you so much. As far as I am concerned, this distinction of Disney legend status is shared by us all, and I couldn't feel luckier for that. So thank you so much, and let's keep making magic together.
Please put your hands together for Emily Blunt.
I really thought I could make the teleprompter, but oh, okay. Hi, everyone. I'm so proud to be able to wax on about this awesome demigod that we're celebrating today. You know, when I first met Dwayne Johnson, I had assumed wrongly that he would have the energy of a man who was a sort of walking suplex. But the bravado of The Rock was actually nowhere to be seen. The Rock, in fact, is a performance. It's the performance of a lifetime. What I was met with was someone who was so disarmingly wise and gentle, curious, totally unpretentious. And not to say this one's an angel, all right, because he's not. He's a non-conforming, rule-breaking, mold-breaking rebel. He's funny as hell. He's filthy. And he's played some merciless pranks on me, and forget trying to keep up with him on the tequila. Don't do it. You will be absolutely legless, and it won't have put a dent in him. But the hangovers aside, I admire him. I admire him so much. You know, this is someone who came from great struggle, who had a hell of a lot to overcome. But I think someone who always felt that compass in his chest, and he listened to it. Well, he was right to follow that compass, and not to listen to the noise of those who told him he wouldn't make it in Hollywood. Those people were morons. Because he has, yeah. Because he has in no uncertain terms redefined what it is to be the modern movie star. Yes! He has captivated the world with his ludicrous charisma and talent, which are as powerful as his kindness. I've been on the receiving end of his range in our 2 films together, from Jungle Cruise to his heart-stopping performance in The Smashing Machine. Yes. But don't get me started on his swaggering, fabulous demigod. Maui just rules. You You know, in Polynesian culture, mana is a sacred spiritual force, a power and a vital energy that guides us, and it represents authority, prestige, connection. This sounds a lot like the person I know. To me, this sounds like the stuff of a legend. So take a look.
One of the biggest movie stars in the world.
Our favorite guy, Dwayne Johnson. Ladies and gentlemen, the moment you've all been waiting for.
Dwayne has such incredible charm.
Can I get a chee-hoo?
He's such a humble guy, even though he has no need to be modest about anything.
You guys have fun? If I had to pick one guy to save the world, I'll take Mr. Johnson.
You're one of the most well-loved people in the world.
Thunder with the swagger was his tenor side tone. Dwayne was just a marvel at capturing that. You're welcome.
If we think of someone who's taken what life threw them and made it into the sweetest lemonade, that would be Dwayne Johnson.
He has become my most enormous buddy. The love and the laughter.
I think Disney is lucky to have Dwayne.
I couldn't think of anyone who loves life more than Dwayne Johnson.
Thank you.
I want to say congratulations, Toots. I think you're a wonder, and I love you. And to bring this Disney legend up here, am I drunk? To bring this Disney legend up here, could everyone on three give this guy the biggest chee-hoo he's ever heard in his life? 3, 2, 1.
Thank you for that beautiful chee-hoo. That was incredible. Thank you so much. You know, you're welcome. So, growing up a trailer park kid to being introduced on stage here today by one of my closest friends, Emily Blunt, as a Disney legend, and sharing it with all of you, this is a pretty damn cool day. So thank you so much. You know, all week long, Disney has been just hitting up my publicist. We need his speech. We need a speech. And she kept telling them, he doesn't actually write it down. And that's why there's nothing on the teleprompter, nor is there anything in my pockets that I wrote anything down. So I just figured just for a moment, what I do like to do in moments like this is be as present as I possibly can and just share some thoughts with you from my heart. Can I do that? Thank you, man. I want to thank all of you for being here, and I want to congratulate to all the Disney legends. What an honor this is to be Disney, over 300, I think, Disney legends. So what a day, what a moment. So thank you. I want to thank my friend and my mentor over the years, Bob Iger. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Alan Berman, David Greenbaum, Dana Walden, Assad, of course, and all of Disney. You know, and I also want to take a moment to thank my team who's here. I also want to take a moment to thank my family who's here. Danny, Dave, Tati, Simone, my oldest daughter Simone, it's her birthday weekend. And right now she's like, oh shit, don't embarrass me. But I won't. But I do want to say that, and you'll see where I tie all this in as I share my thoughts with you, is there's a few things I think that connect all of us Disney legends, but all of us here at Disney, is this idea that we all do what we can to create moments and experiences of joy for people and families around the world. And that's important. And that means something. And when I first went to Disney the very first time, we lived in Tampa, Florida. I was 5 or 6 years old. Yeah, go Tampa. Look at Tampa in the house. Okay. That's my mom. Thank you. That's enough. I was 5 or 6 and I went to Disney in Orlando, and I never forgot that experience. And it was wonderment and joy. And then, of course, I went back years later when I was in my 20s, and also when we had Simone, we took her to Disney when she was 5. And I'll never forget, we had the Disney, for those of you who've been to Disney, which is all of you, you know, you have the breakfast with the princesses. Do you remember that? And we were there, and I was a new dad. She was 5, and I was trying to figure my stuff out at that time, how I was going to be a father, how I was going to be a husband, a man, etc. You know, as us dudes, when we're in our 30s, we're trying to figure our shit out, you know. And we're still figuring it out. But I remember one of the princesses said, "Now close your eyes and make a wish." And I'll never forget. She closed her eyes and she made a wish. I might get emotional, but she made a wish. And I just remember that moment looking at my daughter's face. Like I'd never seen that before. Like she was just so into making a wish. And I was telling Danny, I said, God, I wonder what was going through her little mind at that time. And it's just experiences like that that we create that I know she'll never forget, that I'll never forget. But that's the beauty of Disney. And that's the beauty also of being a Disney legend and how lucky we are, like Anne Hathaway said. And by the way, Annie was just talking about how lucky she is. We are all lucky to get to do what we do. But man, for everybody listening, especially our young folks out there, you get lucky when you work hard. And Annie works hard, by the way. And so I never forgot that, and I remember that, and I was like, that's what life is all about. Creating experiences for people. And since it's her birthday weekend, you guys want to have some fun? Well, her name is Simone. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Simone. Happy birthday to you. I love you. Happy birthday. Okay. Thank you for that. Because what you just did, you did the thing that was created in her years ago, 20 years ago when she was 5. You just gave an experience you will never forget. Yes. And I love you. My little daughters who are at home too, her sisters, Jazzy and Tia, they're back in Boston. They're watching right now. I know they will. Yes. And they asked me, hey, you know, Daddy, what does it mean to be a Disney legend? Like Annie's kids asked, what does it mean to be a Disney legend? I said, well, it means we're going to get free tickets for the rest of our life. Sure. Thank you, Bob. I said, but you know what it means? I said, it means the thing that we talk about all the time. And what we talk about, if you ask Jazzy and Tia, her sisters, Simone's sisters, hey, what's the best part of fame? They'll say, making people feel good. Yes. And that's the thing you realize, like that, the world will spin and it'll hit us, it'll punch us, it'll kick us, it'll hug us. But what we do in this room, outside of this room, whether you're a Disney legend or not, I'm a big advocate for, despite the noise in the world, and despite how algorithms kind of emphasize sometimes noise and negativity and things like that, we can always control how we respond and how Disney responds, Disney legends, whether you're a Disney legend or not, we respond with making people feel good and treating them with kindness. And that's important. And I'm going to wrap this up, but may I hold that? Can I hold it? All right. I'm going to hold it. I love you too. Thank you for saying that. All right. Thank you. That's enough, Grandma. Listen, this is heavy. Thank you. I do want to say this, that, when it comes to our responsibility, I think of what it means to be a Disney legend, which is amazing, but also I think what our responsibility is to be a human being, which is do our best. It's not easy, but do our best to make people feel good and treat them with kindness, because you never know what they're going through. And by the way, everybody's going through something. So with that in mind, trends will come and go, and algorithms will do what they do. But being kind and being good to people, and I heard this quote when I was 15, and I'll never forget it, is it's nice to be important, but it's more important to be nice. I mean that from my heart. And with that, I love you, thank you, and I love you. Happy birthday to my girls at home. Daddy's coming home. Disney love you.
And we love you. Congratulations. That's heavy for you?
It's heavy.
Wow.
We'll talk to you tomorrow.
I'll talk to you tomorrow on the radio. You got it. I've got to eat more protein. And now to introduce our final legend of the night, please welcome back to the stage, Josh tomorrow.
Now, I would be remiss if I didn't say a few words about our final Disney legend. So I'm pretty sure if it weren't for him, I wouldn't be standing here right now. Now, when people talk about Bob Iger, they often start with his extraordinary accomplishments, and they do this for very good reason. He is one of the most consequential business leaders of our time. A visionary who's willing to take these big, bold risks to empower creative talent and to imagine possibilities that other people just couldn't see. His impact on Disney and the entertainment industry as a whole, it is absolutely impossible to overstate. Bob's always known that none of us own this brand. We're just its stewards. And he never built for the moment, he built for what lasts. And that is what legends do. But what I've always admired most about Bob, it's not necessarily what he's accomplished, it is who he is. He leads with integrity, leads with optimism. He treats everyone with respect, and he cares deeply about people, about Disney, and about the stories that we share with the whole world. I've been fortunate to get to work alongside him, and his friendship has meant more than I can say. And so tonight, I couldn't be prouder to celebrate Bob, and just as importantly, the remarkable example he set for all of us along the way. Please take a look.
Good evening, I'm Bob Iger.
Let's talk about Bob Iger. 50 years at the Walt Disney Company, leading with vision, integrity, purpose. His enduring legacy isn't just what Disney became, it's the people who he inspired and the stories that will live on for generations.
A core tenet of ours is to create change and not just to sit back and watch it happen.
Thank you, Bob, for all your leadership, foresight, and optimism.
He has vision, he has heart, and he's never lost track of who he is.
Every opportunity I've had to work with you, you have shown remarkable integrity.
He's been a mentor and a friend.
And a hell of a nice man.
Yes, I've known Bob Iger for 35 years, and he has not aged a day.
I think he's a great leader, but Bob's got some humility.
He lifts you up. He makes you be the best that you possibly can be. And that, to me, is a mark of a true leader.
You've inspired me to be a better filmmaker, and overall a better person.
You gotta face it. You gotta embrace it. You can't erase it, Bob. You're a legend.
Bob is one of those people who is both in the position of great power, but also deeply good. And that's a pretty rare thing.
He has made a major contribution to the Disney legacy.
I have so much respect for who you are as a businessman, as a father, as a human being. Congratulations.
Looking back just happened so fast. If I were to learn one lesson, the lesson would be enjoy what you do, because you won't do it well unless you do.
Where do you go from here?
To Disneyland.
Now, everyone, please join me in welcoming Al Michaels, Diane Sawyer, Ellen Pompeo, Robert Downey Jr., and Harrison Ford.
Well, I have known Bob Iger for 50 years, half a century. What's new in your world? Bob was a program manager at ABC Sports. We traveled the world together. Paris, St. Moritz, Monaco, Cleveland, Kansas City. I knew there would be some response. We saw it all. And Bob was unique because those of us on the creative end rarely look lovingly at those on the business end, because we were making art, or some form of it, and they were making money and profits. But at ABC Sports, we all loved Bob, and that included Jim McKay, Frank Gifford, Keith Jackson, and included the always cantankerous Howard Cosell. Even Howard loved Bob, and that's saying something. Well, he may have been a business guy, but Bob had star power, and on he went to become the perfect choice to protect the Disney brand and shepherd 2 decades worth of incredible Disney magic and growth. Congratulations, man. Slam dunk.
So I always love the Oscar Wilde idea that some people are just born dreamers, and you know it, because they're the ones who can see light before the dawn. And that's Bob Iger. When I met him 30 years ago, and I don't know what it is exactly, creative nerve, just restless curiosity, but all of us who have worked in journalism at ABC News know that no matter how early you're up on the East Coast, he's already up on the West Coast. And he's scanning the horizons and probably knows more about your story than you do at this point. And then sometimes he'd come in and wander into the newsroom, and it's legend in the newsroom, because he would come to give us support, and he'd come to fire off questions like depth charges to see if we knew what we were doing. The kind of questions that make you think in a whole new way. So Bob, I just want to celebrate, as Al said, the bold moves that are the stuff of legend, from Pixar to Marvel to Lucasfilm to the Lakers. New York. But those of us who work for you think that your real monument is something intangible, and kind of lighthouse of values and excitement, and reminding us to raise our sights, as Seamus Heaney wrote in that amazing essay, to wake up each day and sail forth, believing that some better, even better, further shore is reachable from here.
Bob, you have led this company with deep empathy, universal respect, and the warmest smile. Your belief in empowering people by making them feel seen and heard is unbelievably rare, especially for someone running a company the size of Disney. It's your integrity and your kindness that will be your legacy forever. And thank you, Bob, for reminding us that leadership is not only about making decisions, but about making people matter.
That's mine and Harrison's new Legends sign language to each other. Fortune favors the brave, and to me those 4 words explain Mr. Iger's primary quality. It's courage. It's the bold choices in the face of incredible risk, trusting your instincts, empowering people to aspire beyond perceived limitations. And as he closes this chapter and begins the next, it somehow seems like he's still just only getting started. That is why, Bob, you truly are a legend in every sense of the word.
Bob, 2 years ago, you stood here and said some very generous things about me. So I have got here the opportunity to return the favor. I've watched you make some impossible decisions. I've watched you protect creative people. I've watched you carry enormous responsibility with remarkable grace. But what I'll remember most is the way you made people believe. That's leadership. That's friendship. And that, sir, is your greatest legacy. I'm proud to call you my friend and to honor you today as a Disney legend.
There's a speech on the teleprompter here, but I am speechless. First of all, to colleagues, friends, partners, thank you for your generous words. Thank you just for being here for me. I feel honored that you would honor me, you would take your time, honorable thing to do so. And I deeply, deeply appreciate it.
phenomenal memories working with all of you. I must say one quick thing about Al Michaels. I was in the arena when he called the U.S. victory over the Soviet Union in 1980 in that classic. But before that game started, I said, if the U.S. wins, say, do you believe in miracles? Also, as I know many of you Disney fans know, I made a famous trade when Al wanted to change networks and to go to NBC. And the head of ESPN said, we should let him go. And I said, we should get something in exchange. He said, what should that be? And a light bulb went off in my head that NBC Universal owned the rights to Oswald the Lucky Rabbit. Which, as you all know, one of the first characters that Walt Disney ever created. So I thought, well, okay, let's trade Al Michaels for Oswald the Lucky Rabbit. And we did. Well, I know Jon Favreau showed you what he's working on with Oswald. Thank Al Michaels. Okay. Now, over the years, I've had the privilege of giving this award out to dozens and dozens of truly worthy people, unbelievably talented people who contributed so much to this company. And so it is an incredible honor for me to receive that same award, particularly with this unbelievable class. And I must say, following you up here is a little rough. Lin, you make me feel talentless, and you make me feel stiff. Dwayne, you make me feel small. I was going to ask if I could hold the Legends Trophy, but my biceps couldn't handle it. I also must say that giving the awards out over the years was a lot of fun. Getting one, even more fun. To Josh tomorrow, Josh, you're wearing that title really well. I am so proud to call you my successor. Congratulations. I can echo the words that were said by almost everyone that was up here today, that having the privilege of entertaining the world the way Disney does is quite a unique experience in life and a lot of responsibility. To have the ability just to make the world a better place is truly an exceptional life experience, and obviously I am unbelievably grateful to have had that experience. It also is not lost on me that I'm the executive in the room. And what executives typically do is they sign checks and they turn the lights on in the morning. Occasionally I make coffee. But more than anything else, we're around to support creators, the true talent that drives this company forward. Whether they're producers like Jerry Bruckheimer, or songwriters like Lin, or actors, Dwayne and Ann, I could go on and on, singers, dancers, you name it. And so I accept this award for all of you in a way, in your names, and thanks to you in many respects, and thanks too to the thousands and thousands of cast members who make this company really what it is. Speaking of thanks, my wife Willow is here. I have to give you a major shout out. She is my best friend, my most trusted advisor, and I can't even express what it's meant to me to have you as my partner all these years. My son Max is here. I have 4 kids. Max is 27 years old. I just have to tell you one quick story about Max. He was 2 when I became president and COO of Disney. It's not bad if your dad has that job. And Willow took him to, I believe, a farmer's market, and there was a pony ride, and there was a line to ride the pony. And Max asked his mom, do we have to wait online? Cheers to you, Max. 20 years ago, I was named CEO of this remarkable company, and I must say, no pun intended, it was a ride of a lifetime. And today is a vivid reminder of just what a wonderful ride that was. From the bottom of my heart to all of you, to our audiences, to our subscribers, to our moviegoers, to our park guests, to our D23 members. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you for the stewardship, the magic, the happiness. One more time for the boss. And now we have one more special surprise for everyone. Please welcome Samantha Parks. Incredible! Thank you very much, Samantha. I'm reminded just how short I am when I stand next to you, Bob. Before we go, we'd like to invite all the legends back up here on the stage for the official 2026 Disney Legends photo. Come on, legends, come on up here. It has been truly a wonderful night that only Disney can make possible. These legends have all made their mark, not just on the Disney legacy, but on each and every one of us. We are so grateful to live in a world where dreams become reality, thanks to icons like everyone up here. Congratulations once again. What a special night. Congratulations. I hope their stories inspire the magic inside of all of you. Are we ready for the photo? Okay, legends, here we go. Gonna need a countdown from all of you here in the arena. On one, let's say Disney. Ready?